Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It is Tuesday the 7th of September. And I am down below Branson. I think they're still running the 3 units of water up top. The current down here is just super slow. But I came down here last evening with some friends. We brought a couple pontoons down here and did a little boat ride. Some people from church, and we went on down. I got another 2 miles from here. And when I came through here, and even down there, the fish were midging all over the place. And so I wanted to come back and see if I could catch a few. Now, I have caught a few since I've been here. The best I've found, well, I caught one on a jig on the bottom. Saw him on my live scope, so I went after him. But I been doing the best with a little zebra midge. It's a 14 green zebra midge. The 7X tippet, probably could use 6X here because these fish are freshly stocked. They're small. The first one I caught was probably 4 inches long. The others were 9-10 inches long. But they're up here midging on the surface, and basically I'm just targeting these fish when they come up and take these little midges off the surface. I've got the fly about a foot underneath a real small indicator. I'll go ahead and turn the camera a little bit, because I don't know which side I'm going to throw off of, but most of the fish are coming up over here, I guess. So I'm going to turn the camera this way so you might be able to see the take. They're kind of scattered. But they're coming up pretty good. So basically you just throw within a few feet of where they're midging, and hopefully he takes the fly. They don't take it every time. They even try to eat my float every once in a while. Water temp down here is 56 degrees. There's a bunch of them up here midging. Ah. It's a little hard to see my float. It's an orange and white. Oh shoot. I caught my flagpole, my light pole. Shouldn't take that thing down. Caught my rods, had my rod sticking up a minute ago and caught them. I think I'd know better. Oh, here they are over here. I actually brought a rooster tail. And I've thrown it a few times, but I'm not getting any looks on it. Some guys out at Lakeshore Resort there. An older couple. Oh, come on, fish. You got to move around a little bit. Ooh, that was a nice fish. trophy. He was going that way. Maybe he'll come up again. I get a better chance at him. Some fish up here. I saw a fish on the surface all the way down to the gold mine. If you know where that's at. It's these fish are being a little picky now. I did real good when I first started throwing it. He's going the other way. They do hang around this scum line. When the water runs, all the stuff that comes off the bottom and floats to the surface kind of forms a line. These fish will get in the middle of it. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, now I got a ball. Go left, fish, go left. Oh, he just ate my float. What is going on? I've got something on my fly, I think. Either that or the float is slipped all the way down to the fly. Got one right here. Ah, way too far. Tell you what, I thought this would be like shooting fish in a barrel, but it's not. If you're going to ask about my live scope, I don't use it for trout, but since I used it yesterday was Monday. Yeah, yesterday morning when I took Josh, my son-in-law, out on Table Rock. We went out early and fished night crawlers off the points in 22 to 24 foot of water and caught a bunch of big slab bluegill. We're hoping for some walleye, but we didn't catch any walleye. Caught a few bass. Tell you what, I gotta move. They've really kind of quit. They weren't supposed to do this. Big splash over there. Word on the street is Blue Haven sold. The Acton family have had it for a lot longer than we've been around. But I know Gary's been trying to sell it for a long time, and I think I've heard that he has sold it. There were some fish coming up here just a second ago. I might have to get out my trusty 32nd ounce jig. I caught 3 fish in a row before I turned the camera on. When I see a fish come up and dimple the surface, I throw at it. Branson Pirates High School have just right over the ridge right there, and I can hear they've got a football game going. It's probably a JV game, being a Tuesday night. That was a nice fish. Just jumped over there. Water's 22 foot deep down here. That's compared to 10 to 12 feet up at our place. So when they run 3 units here or 4 units, there's not a whole lot of rise, and the current's not real fast, which really makes it nice to stay down here and to fish off a dock. They like I said, they stock fish down here all the time. So there's usually a pretty good number of fish. I'm really striking out here. I'm really thinking about just throwing a jig and covering some water. Jack, I gave you a bath today. Let's go over and see if I can catch that big fish. That's twice he's popped the surface over here. Tell you what, throw a jig. They're not midging as good as they did last night, and they're not midging as good as they did when I first pulled up here. So the midge hatch or midge bite did not last as long as I was hoping. I got a 16th ounce brown, no, sculpin and orange. 2 pound line. I'm not going to work my jig very deep because I don't think these fish are holding very deep. Oh, there was one right there. Felt like a real small one. The first fish I caught was, like I said, about 4 inches. It was small. "16 feet here." It'd be kind of fun to see some fish on the screen and cast to them. But I'm not really seeing anything. For those that don't know, Live Scope is a depth finder, or fish finder, or whatever. It's made by Garmin, and it's kind of the latest technology. I think Lowrance, ooh, there's a fish. Lowrance makes one too. I think it's Lowrance. I'm not familiar with them. And it's live sonar to where you can actually see fish out there swimming around. Whereas a lot of the other sonar fish finders show the fish kind of in a line or a V and don't actually show the fish moving. I actually think Jackson's got some allergies. Every couple of years he gets to scratching and he's a dry skin or something, and end up having to give him a steroid shot. It's actually very disappointing. 27 feet out here. And I think my current has all but stopped. And maybe that has something to do with the slowdown. I'm gonna try something. I usually don't do this, but this ain't working. Nope, I can do that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna troll. I have trolled jigs before, not on one cast, but see, I am trolling 1.1, no, just a tad over 1 mile an hour. I'm going to try to stay out of this scum line. We'll slow it down just a little bit more. About 0.7 miles an hour. Kind of nice tonight. It's very low humidity, and it's not. There won't be any fog going home. Boy, you really would think that these stalker trout would nail this jig. Not on it. Ah, there's a little green stuff on it. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing. I brought a little, it's probably about an 1/8 ounce rooster tail white with a single blade or a single hook on it. Try trolling out. There's a lot of clumps of green algae on the surface. Not a lot, but enough to mess up a rooster tail. Maybe I'll catch one before it gets all messed up. Janet Daly's old house. I think she built that back in the 90s. Yeah, nothing on it. A lot of fish bitching right here. A little school of them. I'll throw this rooster tail. In the middle of them. A lot of activity at Blue Haven. It's where Marsh's grandparents used to stay before we bought the resort. Oh, my blade wasn't spinning. I'm not used to using this. I just felt the blades kick in. One more cast. I gotta head back. I don't have a swivel on it, so it's steady. Excuse me. Get the blades going. Well, at least I tried something different. That's why it shows about fishing and not catching, because you just never know. You think you have it all figured out, and you have it all set up ready for the camera to come on, and then nothing. Jack, I'm sorry. Yeah, you just... All right, thanks for watching, guys. We'll try it again tomorrow.